Yeah, that should have been in there. The question you're actually looking for is, I kind of wish that abortion was legal when your parents had you.
So it's just going to be like a cold open
Not
or something?
necessarily legal, but I just question their values.
just like a cold fucking opening for that.
Like abortion. The end. That just sets the tone for the rest of the podcast right there.
Dude, I'm salty as shit, alright? So I am not sorry for what's about to happen.
Politically?
Huh?
Are you not excited for what's going to happen politically?
No, I'm just salty in general. I just fucking hate life right now.
After what's been going on with your dad?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shit, intros.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But in the meantime, intros.
If we're going to record right now, because you want us to record, we got to try and get Turo, this audio in here.
No, we don't.
Can you do this?
Yes, certainly. Here, let's,
Don't you dare put them on speaker, because my mic's not going to catch it, and it will screech like hell.
Well, that was my main idea.
Then you suck dick.
Hey, I had an idea. How about you come up with one?
So anyways, welcome to the podcast. I am Dojira, and to my right is...
Alright.
I don't know what the fuck my name is.
And to my left is...
Whatever.
You guys are fucking jackasses.
Alright. Turo, I'm gonna let you go because they want to record and shit.
Should we just start over with that shit? Or just leave it in?
Cold open. We're leaving it in.
Damn it.
Alright. Later. I'll see you online later.
But
Jesus Christ.
Let's work them in. Don't you dare
This
fucking
is a
use
disaster.
Hey, I had an idea.
Your idea is shit because you never worked with audio.
So you don't know how to make the idea work. You were going to wing it.
I had an idea. How about you guys come up with one?
Yeah, get them on here so I can just record and sync.
Alright, why did you leave the group chat? You could have had it right there.
Yeah, like I said, that's my idea. Do I want to do it? Fuck no.
Alright, so then do it.
Like I said, do I want to do it? Fuck no.
We can try it next time, thow. When we've had more time to prepare.
Well,
start the intro.
Welcome to the, I was about to say Internet Box. Welcome to the DaTreeHouse Podcast. I'm your host, Smokey, and he is...
Dojira.
And that thing over there is... I can't fucking speak today.
You fuck up my introduction, you asshole.
So what that thing is... There you go.
I'm not a thing. I am a rubber ducky.
Would that qualify as an object?
A rubber ducky?
Yeah.
I would think so.
A rubber ducky is a thing, and I am a rubber ducky, but that does not make me a thing.
It makes you an object.
No.
I wouldn't say of people's
makes desires. Me a rubber ducky.
Maybe for a bath, but just that's because you're a dirty little boy.
Hey, the important thing is that I make bath time so fun.
Alright, we're gonna start off this portion of the podcast just super salty as shit.
Racist parents.
There you go.
That's the first topic we want to get to. Or our own parents.
Oh.
Well, let me preface this. Your guys' parents.
Well, to be fair, your dad thought we'd die if we were eating watermelon at night.
True, but that doesn't have anything to do with racism.
No, he's just very misinformed, like racist people are.
He's not really that misinformed. It's just that he still follows a lot of the old superstitions and everything, like the old
racist people.
Not racist people, because
they're not
racist. They still believe in like the old wives' tales. Like my mom still tells me, like, oh, don't eat shrimp right before you're gonna go to bed because it'll twist up your insides.
Or if you get bitten by a potato bug, you'll die if you're a little kid, right?
I don't even know what a potato bug is.
You don't know what a potato bug is?
I know what that is.
Yeah, but I've heard that rumor from like Mexican families all the time.
Yeah, I've heard that rumor.
If a potato bug bites you, you die. I don't know. I think it's harmless.
Think of it as like a giant bee with like stripes on its ass.
And it doesn't fly.
Yeah.
It's just really ugly.
Yeah, I've heard that rumor too, where it's like, it's straight up you'll just die, or just die a slow and painful death like a yellow spotted lizard from holes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, racist parents.
Okay, so...
Dojira, you want to go?
Sure. So, I'm of Asian descent, and my mother, of course, is first-generation Asian who moved here from Vietnam.
So basically you're saying you're genetically racist.
I'm basically saying that I have a tendency that might fall towards it. No, I'm kidding.
You're genetically predisposed to be racist.
Listen,
for sure.
Asians are racist against everybody, including other Asians.
Period.
Why do you hate your neighbor? It's because he's Asian? No, he has a better lawn. Fuck that dude. Fuck that Asian dude over there.
His rice is thicker than mine. I don't like that.
His rice is more delicious. I hate him.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Asians are like very competitive by nature.
We are, typically. But my mom, oh my god. I'm just saying, typically.
Yeah, I'm Asian too, probably. I don't know. I haven't done that 23andMe yet, but go ahead. Sorry.
Alright. So, I have a few short stories, like just examples of my mom's racism. So we go to New York for the first time, New York City, and we're really excited to be tourists and go to the Statue of Liberty, see Times Square, all that crap, right? We walk into like a souvenir shop because we want to pick something up for the way back home. I picked out a really cool Venom shirt.
How's the food there, by the way?
The food? I didn't really get to experience much food from New York, unfortunately. I just I toured for the day and then I went home, but I didn't really get to eat because I was too busy like looking around stores.
That's kind of pointless.
A little.
You gotta have some of the pizza at least.
I know.
Oh, dude, New York pizza. I've heard great things. Thank you, Spider-Man.
I'll just go to Chicago. Anyway.
Chicago's are steaks.
I know. Well, they got pizza too. It's just different. It's like really deep dish, isn't it?
Yeah, I heard Chicago pizza is
practically a goddamn cake.
It's a lasagna.
It's a pie.
Yeah.
It's a fucking pie.
Anyways, so we go into a souvenir shop and the black dude is the cashier. And my mom's like, she's all nervous when she sees him, okay, just because she is. And then a black dude comes into the front of the shop so he can drop off more items. Mm-hmm. And the cashier's like, "Oh, hey man, just put it over here, man." Just like, cause they're friends, I guess, and they knew each other. Yeah, they worked together. And my mom just like whispers underneath her breath, like, "Let's get the fuck out of here." So she's just like, she like quietly rushed out because she was so scared. She thought
quietly hauled ass out of there.
She thought that a fucking shooting was about to go down.
Just straight smoke screen run.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're telling me just like, "Yo, what up, dog?" And she just starts booking.
Yeah, pretty much. She was like she's like, "I don't understand this jigaboo language. We gotta get out of here before we die or something."
Dude, it's so bad. Just like, oh my god, she's afraid he's gonna take your money. Well, he kind of has to. He's the cashier. That's different.
That's not the point. He's gonna take my money regardless. So yeah, that's one little story. Completely unrelated.
That is surprising.
Unrelated, but like if I were to shave my head, she would think it would be cool. Like that would be like a Buddhist thing to do. Like that's what monks do. Uh-huh. She doesn't ever like think that shaved heads go along with gangsters, but she thinks a mohawk does, even though it's for punks.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, she thinks that mohawks or faux hawks even, or just any stylized hair of longer hair for guys, or put in one direction, it's just a gangster look, and that bald is A-okay. Which is really weird. It pisses me off. She would like you for sure, Smokey.
Why?
Because you shave your head sometimes.
It's mostly because like I don't want to shampoo. I'm just too lazy.
Yeah, but she would think that you were being a good Buddhist boy.
We both know I'm a somewhat decent Buddhist.
Yeah, somewhat.
I'm tolerant of a lot of shit.
You eat plenty of meat though.
Delicious meat.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm not perfect. Buddha, you can forgive me on that. But remember, it teaches us tolerance.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So I was watching the Oscars one time, okay? And this has to do with my aunt. So my aunt and I are watching the Oscars, and a black woman comes up. She's a representative, like the president of the Oscars.
Halle Berry.
Not her. An older black distinguished woman comes out to present an award or talk about the achievements of the Oscars. And when she comes out to speak, she's eloquent, like Barack Obama would be. Mm-hmm. And my aunt just like casually says, "Well, she's very well spoken for a black person." And I just looked at her with like a dead stare. I was so pissed off that she said that. And she just looked at me and giggled like, "What? What'd I say?" And I was just like, Jesus Christ.
The old ways.
Yeah, I know. It's so horrible. I cringe every time I think about it.
There was a meme I saw recently where it's just like, it's like, okay, millennials versus middle-aged woman. This is the problem. The problem is, hey, I'm sorry I'm late. We're just very booked for the store. We're kind of understaffed. Millennials will be like, yeah, sure, man, no problem. Everybody has problems here and there.
Like I got my phone to keep me entertained and all sorts of shenanigans.
So Rubberducky just showed me a picture of a butt, and though I agree it is a thick butt, I don't know if it's a guy's butt or not, which is why I'm refraining from saying whether or not I like it. But it's a very thick butt.
Your manhood's like questioning what the fuck do I bodify myself or not?
I'm like quivering down there right now, just like should I? I'm a little trepidatious. I don't know the word for you know.
You're in uncharted waters.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, first of all, I didn't show you that because I wanted to bring it up on the podcast. I just thought you would enjoy it.
Yeah,
I didn't.
See, that's why I'm not sure whether or not I should enjoy it. That's the point right now I'm trying to make.
Because you just straight up interrupted Smokey over there.
No, you interrupted him, motherfucker.
How did I interrupt? All I did was show a picture and say
nothing. You said something after that.
As I was in the middle of my story, you just like, hold up, everybody, shut the fuck up.
I'm enjoying
I need attention.
Myself.
I'm enjoying myself on my phone
while you guys share your story. And then that's when I jumped in. Smokey, sorry, would you like to continue?
Just
there's no fucking point for that shit.
It's just Nigri's picture, but it doesn't have to be necessarily her butt. It could be. If it is, then great. Nigri, nice butt. But if it's your boyfriend's, it's still a nice butt. I'm not attracted to it, though. Not at all. Smokey, go ahead.
Fuck that. There's no point for that story anymore.
Fine.
But speaking of racist family, my dad's an idiot.
Your dad. Oh my god. Tell us what happened, Smokey.
So Friday, I'm just tired. I'm dead. Like, I just go out shopping. Like, I need to go get some food, meal prep, just like so I can plan out what the fuck I'm doing for the week. I get home. I'm wondering who the fuck is in my room because like I'm hearing shit move. I'm hearing bottles. Like I have a large cache of shit in my room everywhere.
There's a bunch of rustling going on.
Yeah. And, like, my mom's is, like, in the living room on the laptop. My brother's not home. My sister's hardly ever home. I'm like, who the fuck's in my room? I go, it's my dad rummaging through my shit for alcohol.
I'd be so pissed if that were happening to me.
He has a current DUI. And, like, his excuse for this was, like, oh, I need alcohol. I was like, yeah, you don't drink this shit in my room. He's like, no, I need it. No, you're currently on a project that, like, requires measuring and shit. You don't need alcohol. Same time. My stuff in my room is probably not good for your health. And he's just like, what the fuck do you mean? This is just regular beer, right? No. I don't keep warm beer in my goddamn room. I keep hard liquor.
Mm-hmm.
The
good stuff.
It should probably be...
hard liquor that's not fridge, so it's not cold.
Yeah, I prefer it cold, but like I have a black bottle for that, but that's a different story for later. But he's like, oh, I just need it. It's like, why? You have a DUI. What the fuck are you doing in my room for beer? Like, oh, I know you had something. Like, yeah. That's not answering the question. Why the fuck do you need beer while you're doing, like, heavy machinery and shit? Oh, I just need a drink. It's like, there's Pepsi in the fucking kitchen. Like, oh, no, I want something cold. Why are you in my room for warm beer or alcohol? Literally, I just grabbed the fucking thing and kicked him out of my room. So he was in my room, going through my shit for alcohol.
So he ended up not having any that time?
No, he found the black bottle in my fridge.
Did he drink it?
Yes.
How much of it?
The bottle was gone.
Fuck, dude.
He 100% denied it every single chance he got.
That is horrible.
It was just like, hey, who drank like the hard alcohol thing in there? It's like, Mom was like, no, I don't drink that stuff. My brother, he doesn't like drinking because my dad's my dad. And I was like, who else drinks? It's like, oh, you did. If I drank this, I'd probably pass the fuck out on the floor.
Now, for those who don't know, how much percent is alcohol in the black bottle?
The black thing is 41%.
Okay.
Not the hardest of liquors, but still hard hitting.
It definitely hit me hard.
Let me put it this way. I'm a heavyweight. My dad's a featherweight. Get him one fucking beer and he's dumb already. Dumber, my bad.
So 41% is just overkill.
Yeah, and he just kept sipping the shit out of it. It's like, who the fuck took my alcohol? It's like, oh no, it was always empty. It's like, no, I can see the wrapper on the floor. Oh no, you just left it out. No, it has 2 containers. One for show and the other one that actually has the alcohol. Like, he just kept denying. It's like, fuck, I might as well get rid of all the liquor. I can't drink at home at all.
And all this made you so pissed that you felt like drinking once we got here.
I felt like drinking all the fucking day.
Yeah,
you
pretty much.
Felt like coming straight into my house and just going straight to the bar.
Yeah.
And just taking
and
all the
rummaging.
liquor.
Well, to be fair, you also complained like you had a lot of alcohol. You didn't want to get more, so what's the problem?
The whole problem is that a lot of the stuff that I was trying to get rid of are mixers. Not necessarily liquor.
You mean like the sake I'm trying to drink over there?
Which sake?
The Fuki Plum?
The Fuki Plum?
Yeah.
Who knows if that's even still good?
I'll be the guinea pig.
One way to find out.
I mean, it's usually the way to find out. It's like when I drank that fucking, 7-year-old Sprite.
I still can't believe it. You're not going to drink that. Watch me.
Yeah. The worst thing you can do is tell me I'm not going to do something. It's like, watch me.
You're not going to
They'll
succeed.
always attempt to prove you wrong.
I have a history of people telling me, it's like, you're not going to do this. Bitch, watch me. Because, like, I was cleaning out the living room, and I just randomly, just underneath the cushions of the couch, found a can of Sprite, and I was like, fuck? How long has this been here? And I looked at it. It was unopened. It was perfectly sealed.
It can't be fucking open, dude.
It was perfectly sealed, and I'm like, I look for the expiration date. It's like, oh, it expired 7 years ago. How the hell did it manage to stay underneath the couch for 7 years? Or not underneath the couch, between the couch cushions. How did it manage to stay there that long? I don't fucking know. But my sister-in-law was like, I dare you to drink it. Like, you swear like I'm not gonna drink this. It's like, I don't really think you're gonna do it. And I was like, watch me. And I just popped it open. It was still nice and cool somehow. And I just chugged the whole thing. perfectly fine. And she was just there in bewilderment. And I've done this pretty much since elementary school. Because I remember in elementary school, we had this whole, like war with the boys versus girls type thing.
Elementary school stuff.
Typical elementary school stuff.
I was fucking pussy, baby. No, I'm kidding.
Jesus. But a lot of the time, obviously, the whole thing was that the bathrooms were like quote unquote safe areas because like no guy is gonna go into the women's restroom and like go and
That's what you think. Watch me.
I guess tag them or something. Like I guess we were playing like tag or something, but it was like just boys versus girls, and we turned it into a quote unquote war.
Yeah.
And
Little kid stuff.
Yeah, little kid stuff. I don't exactly remember the whole rules of everything, but a lot of the time they would go in there and they would hide like, oh, how you can't get me in there. I was like, watch me, and I strolled my ass right in there, and I just started tagging all of them, and I just walked out, and I don't exactly remember whether or not I got in trouble.
You were king of the boys that day.
You don't remember what happened?
I don't remember if I got in trouble or not, because that happened quite often, to be honest. It wasn't a singular time that the girls ran in there thinking that I wouldn't follow. It was multiple times.
So what you're saying? So what you're saying is the girls were baiting you. Okay, as soon as he comes in, we jump him and make sure he forgets everything that we did to him.
No, I mean that trend stayed with me through high school because there was a friend that we had who, because I'm not gonna hurt women in any shape or form if I can help it,
but I will fall into the restroom.
True,
you will hurt them emotionally.
Not unless I have to. But a bunch of my friends that are female, they would take advantage of that they would like mess with me and
I was gonna say.
Watch your train of thought there. But they would
please.
They would like kind of like playfully hit me and all this stuff because they know I'm not really gonna hit them back aggressively.
You will grope them though?
No.
Watch me.
No.
Aggressively grope, yeah!
No, but they would aggressively grope me and do all sorts of stuff to me.
You're just like, harder, what?
That sounds like 8th grade, dude.
That sounds like 9th through 12th grade to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I was a witness to this, and it's funny.
The nervous game, basically.
Not necessarily.
No, dude.
Not the nervous
won.
game.
I won
like,
the nervous game.
So did I.
It's like zero period. My friend is in front of me. She turns around and just starts grabbing my chest and like, "What are you gonna do about it?"
Grab your
Clearly
chest.
Nothing, because I can't grab your chest. And she would like later on just like playfully like smack me, like obviously not hard, but like
I'm
as
surprised.
friends would do.
Like you didn't you just like didn't lay back or request go lower.
That
You get
didn't
to
really
the
do
knees
that.
and grab your dick. What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah. What are you gonna
Ask
do?
you to stroke.
But at one point after school, there was one friend, an entirely different friend, who smacked me a little too hard. That I was like, not having that. I'm not gonna hit you back necessarily, but I'm gonna like give you a very aggressive hug.
A bear hug.
A bear hug. And she immediately did that, and she immediately realized that I was not having it. So she hauled ass to the women's restroom, and I didn't even hesitate. I walked straight in there in front of the and there was a
VP.
Not VP. It was
The P.
who we call grandma. I don't know what her position is really.
Oh yeah.
It's just straight up grandma.
Just grandma. She's kind of like a. She's not a teacher. She's
Think
not
of it
really,
as Betty White,
she's
she controls the campus grounds when students are
she
there.
just patrols the campus.
She's like
grounds.
Professor McGonagall?
I don't-
She's like a hall monitor and without halls.
In a sense, yeah.
Who's it? Mr. Filch from Harry Potter, who's not an actual teacher. He's just there to control everything.
I think that's his name. I don't remember it.
Listen,
The
all
guy
I remember
with the
from
guy
Phil of
with
the
the eye?
Future
Yeah.
is
The guy with
the
the
chick.
hat.
But yeah, she ran into the restroom. I didn't even hesitate. I went straight in there. There were, I think, like 3 other girls in there. And I did this all in front of grandma. And I grabbed her, I gave her a big bear hug, and I dragged her ass out. I was like, you don't think that I'm gonna follow you in there? Think again, bitch.
What did grandma do? I'm curious.
She was just like, gave me this talking to, was like, don't do this. And I explained it to her that like, yeah, she kind of smacked me hard and I was not having it. And then she took her attention to her and was like, just because he's chivalrous and like, is not going to hit you back and like retaliate to you, doesn't mean you should take advantage of that. After that day, she never did that, but other friends still did.
It totally means you should take advantage of that.
Hell yeah.
No, because that's like,
No, I meant the girl.
no, because that's double standard.
Yeah.
It's a double standard.
Uh-huh.
Granted, I'm not really going to retaliate
Listen,
against
more
most
excuses
people.
to do
For the
to have
current
hugs.
gen and time, double standards are all the rage now. Now
Yeah,
it's just
double standard
equality.
everywhere.
We're going to try and give everywhere. It's like, that's stupid. I prefer the double standard.
I do not prefer the double standard.
I don't know. I mean, there was one thing for the Simpsons. They're like, okay, should I donate money towards like I don't know, this frat house because like they're doing great. They're like 100% academic. They're not in trouble a lot. Like no, we have to split the money you're about to give this place evenly across the board. At the same time, we need a committee to understand where this money is going from. We need somebody who does kendo for the money. We need someone for tennis who are pro putting kendo and tennis on the board and against. It's like, the fuck is this shit? This is the current gen where people will argue and bitch about how things are. Like, listen, it's my money. I want to go towards this frat house. No, we need to discuss. We need to distribute evenly. It's like, no, I don't want my money going towards these assholes. They suck dick.
You have no idea how funding works for schools, do you?
That's not the point.
That's not at all how it works.
That's not what I'm arguing. I'm arguing is like the current generation is, I want it even across the board. I'm not saying for funding for school, dumbass.
That you're using funding for school as an example.
Yeah, that's like the best thing I can come up with on the spot.
He doesn't have other examples right now. Give him a break.
Yeah.
I mean, you worded it wrong.
Okay, fine. In the 90s, were there 2 genders? As currently, how many genders are there?
2.
No.
2.
Let's see. There's male, female, wolf, plant, tent.
Attack Apache helicopter.
Yep.
Oh, true. All right, so 3. I'll give you 3.
There's also the genderless, the trans. That's like, I don't give a shit who you are as long as you're not a dick.
Don't be an asshole.
There you go.
That's all good.
Don't be an asshole, but even then, you're still one of 2 genders. One of 3. I'm sorry.
There
one
you go.
3.
Don't you dare to impugn the honor of that transmission fluid.
I don't mean to insult any Apache Chief helicopters out there.
Attack.
Whatever. I'm sorry.
Look,
I'm misinformed about the whole Apache Chief culture. Listen, that's how it is in my head, and that's how it's stayed.
Don't you dare make fun of the transmission fluid. But yeah, dude,
you gotta get with the LGBT ACH, man.
It's just gonna keep growing bigger and bigger.
Were you born a dude or a chick? I don't know. I was like, what does your card say? Do you not know how to read? I don't know what this gender thing is assigned. Like, no. For insurance purposes, you kind of need to say if you're a dude or a chick. No, I don't need to do that. It's like, no, genetically, you're more prone to certain diseases if you're a female versus a male. It's best to not lie about that shit. It's like, I don't know what I am.
That's entirely true. There's certain diseases that, like, sure, you can be born a female and you can absolutely identify more as a male and go through all the things to, like, become more male. You're still born a female, so you're still subject to a lot of the female diseases that are prone to females.
Breast cancer.
Breast cancer. Well, I mean,
males can get that, but it's like
more common
more
in
likely.
females.
It's like if you're born as a male and you go through the whole thing as a female and you have baldness in your genetics, you're gonna end up a bald female. There's no way around the genetics of what your birth gender was, because there's no way to change that.
So you're born a female and you become a male. You go through a transitional period and you get breast cancer. Does the statistic go towards your male or your female?
See, that I don't know.
Probably what you're born as?
I would say female, probably.
I would say female. Just because, like, at the very start, you're a female, you're more likely to have breast cancer versus a male who's less likely, but you still have the odds of it.
Because if you do it the way where it's like if you go female to male and then you get breast cancer and they mark you down as a male, you're now skewing the results.
I wonder if a female has ever gotten a sex change to become a male and gotten prostate cancer out of nowhere.
That would be
probably impossible, right?
That would be highly unlikely, but probably possible.
But damn near.
But see, that would be a double standard though, because then obviously there's only one place you could put that type of like statistic.
Basically,
oh, never mind.
He and I went totally different directions.
Never mind.
You basically just make a whole new statistics. Like, there's females, there's males, then there's like the guys who are my bad, female to male, male to female. There's 2 new categories out of the. There was 2, now there's 4. There's straight up new statistics out there now.
I mean, if you're gonna say that, there was 2, there was 3, now there's 5.
Yeah.
Come on, get with the times here.
Yeah. Dude,
don't be like me and diss don't be like me and diss the Apache Chief helicopters.
Attack Apache helicopters, damn it.
I'm just waiting for one of you guys to be like, E-Nay Chuck.
Speaking of E-Nay Chuck, though.
Nice segue.
Don't you dare make fun of Yondu's head.
I have a plan.
Okay.
Has there been any word on Young Justice Season 3?
Oh, man.
Dude, Brock, last thing in office, I want it.
The last thing I got was that the voice actor who does Aqualad, he is currently doing voices for the show. Like, they're currently recording.
They're in the process of developing the show?
So it's still highly unlikely that it'll come out in 2017.
From the sound of things, yeah. If we're lucky, late 2017, but they still gotta animate all that shit. So I'm gonna say 2018 for now. Either way, it's happening. It's happening
for certain. And I'm gonna replay that shit. I'm gonna be like playing a game and I'm not gonna pay attention to the computer and just have it playing in the background.
Do whatever it takes to make it season 4.
Oh yeah. Because season 2 just ended on that massive cliffhanger.
Yeah. Freaking dark side. Spoilers.
I fucking hate it when shows are just abruptly canceled and there's just like, here's this massive cliffhanger. Futurama did that. Fucking
Teen Titans.
Yeah, but Futurama came back and they ended it correctly.
Yeah, but
they came back as movies. They
had at least 3 like premature endings essentially. Where it's like, here's like a cliffhanger, and then we just happen to do this whole thing. Oh, we got renewed for a whole new season. And to this point, we got canceled early, and so we ended on this cliffhanger. We got renewed for another one.
We made a new movie. Oh wait, people loved it. Yeah, it's a brand new season coming after that. It's like, oh yeah, you guys. We're gonna end you again. All right, you know what? Let's just gonna make a game. Oh, people still like the. Well,
that's just
game.
Fox's
fault.
All
right, let's go again.
That is just Fox's fault for canceling them.
They did the same thing for Family Guy. Nobody fucking believes me.
The only reason Family Guy got back is because people actually bought the goddamn DVDs, which I would still say.
Seth MacFarlane admitted is like, yeah, welcome back, something. Maybe for this time Fox won't cancel this for 2.5 fucking years. Like, bleeping years. Yeah,
I don't exactly remember that, but I still say pre-gay Stewie, best Family Guy.
You mean when he was maniacal?
When he was diabolical.
There you go.
Post-gay Stewie, I just can't be bothered to watch the goddamn show. Because it's like, what's the point? You have this gay relationship with this dog it's already weird that he has a relationship with other human females.
At the same time, the dog's a douchebag.
True. Which sucks because at the beginning, it was like, here's this family of idiots, and the dog is like the voice of reason in this family.
Yep.
It's kind of like Lisa, like, sure, Marge is like kind of sane, but Bart's crazy, Homer's crazy, Maggie's crazy, and obviously Grandpa's crazy, 100%. And then it's Lisa who's kind of the voice of reason in that family.
And for a while it was Brian, but now Brian's just as bad as the rest of them. And Lois is not even sweet anymore. Now she's a total bitch.
She's a total bitch now.
Yeah,
she doesn't love her husband. She's like, gotta put up with this asshole.
She has to put up with him. She's terrible to Meg. It's just
everybody's horrible to Meg.
Yeah, but Lois wasn't terrible to Meg at the beginning.
She used to be, at least she tried to be a good mother. Now she doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, and it makes her totally unlikable.
Yep.
She's like, I'm not saying she's as bad as Peggy Hill, but Peggy Hill is totally unlikable.
Oh my god, fucking Peggy Hill.
Exactly. Totally unlikable.
Peggy Hill and Kyle's mom, 2 of the characters that I hate the absolute
I do not mind Kyle's mom because I feel like she has a reason to her madness. She's just trying to be a good mother.
Stupidity.
She's trying to be a good mother, though.
No, she's not.
As compared to Peggy, who is just, I don't know. She's
a narcissist.
She's narcissist, she's self-righteous, and she's just, I don't know.
Egomaniacal?
Peggy just rubs me off the wrong way. That's it.
Yeah, she probably rubs Hank the wrong way, too.
I mean, look at her boy.
No wonder he couldn't get her pregnant.
And with Kyle's mother, it's like, yeah, she's a bitch, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like she's trying to be overprotectively motherly, and Peggy's just terrible.
She's trying to be overprotectively motherly by ignoring the mother aspect of being a mother.
Ignoring the child.
Yeah. It's like, my child's watching all this this violence-ridden TV. I better go to Canada to complain to the TV and the actors instead of telling my child, hey, don't watch the show. No. I'm going to block it on the TV so you can't watch it.
She should just take some advice from Bender. Haven't you guys just, turn off the TV and hit your child?
Yeah. Just sit down with your child and hitting them.
It's like, just turn off the TV. No. I want to make sure I don't have to deal with this. I am too lazy of a parent to learn how to be a proper parent, like my parents taught me. I'm just going to blame everybody else. It's not my fault.
Regardless, I still like Kyle's mom more than Peggy. That's just me, though.
Well, to be fair, she did have a couple songs made just for her by Kyle.
Blame Canada.
I mean, by Cartman.
Cartman, there you go.
True. Oh, the Kyle's mom was a big fat bitch?
Yeah. But Peggy, she's just 100% like, the fuck you screwed over your husband for an award that's not even in your goddamn name.
Yeah.
At the same time, one episode, I learned my lesson. Next episode, she's a complete fucking bitch again.
Just terrible.
And that, Luann, is how I saved Christmas. Like, you didn't do shit. I can understand that Kyle's mom has some redeeming moments every now and again.
Which is what I'm trying to say.
I mean, she's still a bitch. But
Yes.
she has, in the span of, say, 500 episodes, she has like 2 episodes where she's redeeming. But in the span of however many episodes of King of the Hill, not
Until
one
cancellation.
moment is Peggy Hill redeemable. Ever. The only interesting aspect that I can think about her right now, and it's not even based on her, it's more because of Bobby, is where Bobby learns, that's my purse, I don't know you, and starts kicking every guy in the nuts. And obviously he's gonna do that to his mom, Peggy. He's like, I ain't got nothing down there. That's a moment that I find interesting and funny in regards to Peggy Hill. But that's not really because of her, that's more because of Bobby.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't realize that she's not gonna react the same way.
Just like you have to experience the problems to understand, okay, this is a problem, I have to fix this.
Or you can just read about the problem and learn how to fix it
that requires
preemptively.
research. That's not going to work.
Like, if Peggy was a good mother, she would have explained to Bobby beforehand the birds and the bees.
He's 13. I'm surprised. As far as he got with Connie, he kissed her. He saw her belly button. How was it? Incredible!
I mean, Bobby turned out to be a good boy, like a really good son, because of Hank.
Yeah.
Not because of a goddamn thing Peggy did.
As old-fashioned as
remember-
Hank is, he's an alright dad.
Yeah.
You know?
Remember,
He's better than Cotton.
Definitely better than Cotton.
yeah, but remember, Hank, he was in the front yard. He was a gardener. He had 100%. He's an amazing green thumb, and people were complimenting him. I was like, "Hey, how do you keep your lawn so fresh and natural?" I was like, "Oh, I just put sod down, something like this, fertilizer every 2 weeks. Make sure to get the good kind from like way in the back of the Megalomart. This kind for like this and that. Like Peggy just trying to, I water the grass or some shit. Like make sure it's very nice and moist." He's like, "The fuck?" And she's like, she tries to have a green thumb, but it just didn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
She's just a total bitch.
She's just like, okay, dude, I need a plant that can survive a lot of sunlight and overwatering. Yeah, they're called weeds. I'll take a fresh batch. What?
The weeds.
I'm sure Hank was not having any of it.
Dude, he was supportive, but secretly he's like, what a bitch, don't fuck up my lawn. I
If
put
you
so much work into this shit.
You're purposely ruining it.
But what if someone wants their steak well done?
Oh, you mean like me?
Ask him to leave.
Listen, I happen to like not just my steak well done, but a lot of my food well done.
When
I
you
like
ask
that
them
charred
kindly,
flavor.
The mesquite.
But firmly to leave.
I don't care. First of all, I can't really taste the difference anyway most of the time.
To be fair, it's Texas barbecue compared to what we have here.
Oh my
They
God.
know exactly what the fuck they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I'll take Texas barbecue. I'll take it however you guys recommend I eat it, unless it's like raw or like bloody red. I doubt that
You
they
mean
would do
all
that.
sorts?
We don't eat a bloody red, so.
Well, whatever. Like I guess they usually
If it
say
comes in a
medium
skillet,
rare.
if it comes in a skillet, if I know on it, if it comes in a skillet,
And it cooks over time.
rare. Just because like it'll be medium rare as soon as I cut into that sucker.
I would still rather just have it medium rare or well done.
If it comes in a skillet, it just get medium rare because by the time you cut into it, it's gonna be
It'll be like
done.
well.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll still take it well done.
burnt.
I like my food burnt. I like my carne asada with like the little bits of like
Black charcoal on them?
yeah black charcoal on them.
That does sound pretty good, honestly.
It's like when Red Foreman burnt the steaks. It's like, well, you should have said something. He's biting into the sucker, like tearing into it. It's like, listen, that's how I like my meat. You should have said something. It's like, shut up. Don't judge me.
Yeah, listen. Clearly, I don't give a shit because you guys always poke fun. Well, Smokey specifically, I don't think Dojira really cares too much. But you're always like shitting on me and doing all like saying all sorts of shit when I order my food well done. Like I order my burger well done or a steak well done, and you're always bitching at me. It's like I don't give a shit. That's how I like my food.
From time to time, I get my burgers well done.
Yeah.
Not my steaks. But
I'll take my
burgers.
toast well done because I like it that way.
Black.
Yes,
Charred.
yes.
No. The word you're looking for is dust.
Oh,
You
okay.
can easily just
Yes.
suck it up.
Okay.
I like to inhale it.
Through a straw.
We kind of need to go to
There-
Red
now
Lobster
there's-
then.
There's
For
a
the cheddar biscuits.
There is a difference between well done and burnt to a crisp. There is a fine line, which I don't know where it is clearly.
You're still
but
searching for it. That's why you're experimenting with a bunch of other food.
I'm not searching for it because I'm not a cook.
You should probably start.
What for?
You mean like what a butt for is?
No, do you know what a butt for is?
I
Answer the question.
don't know what that means.
But the question is, do you know what a fupa is?
Yes.
I know what a fuda is.
The fuck is a fuda?
Futa, a futa. Do you know
Oh, okay. Because it sounded like you just rolled over the T and made it a D.
No.
So I was like, what the hell's a fuda? Like, I know what futa means.
But to become a cook, it's basically the future-proof.
Future-proof what? All I need is my
it just means
my
practicing.
ramen
That's
noodles.
what he means by that.
That's not... You'll understand when it comes to bite you in the ass.
my ramen noodles. That's fine. I enjoy my ramen noodles.
I can see Fat Eric now. I just need more ramen noodles.
I wash myself with a rag on a stick.
Speaking as a current fat guy, it's like, yeah, learn how to cook kind of saves you a lot of cash. Like, I wash myself with a rag on
Not
a
arguing
stick.
against that. Absolutely, I could go to the store and buy the beef, the bread, and all the condiments and everything.
And you still
And
know
then
what the
give it
fuck
to your
to make. Exactly.
Probably. But where I was going was I could buy all the ingredients and make a burger, or probably 10 burgers, for half the price, where I could go to like McDonald's or whatever and buy like 10 quarter-pounder burgers.
Very true.
Yeah.
Clearly. But,
And make it delicious the way you want it.
I mean, I have done it. My brother has like...
Where the fuck was our invite?
You were here helping out making the burgers.
I don't believe you.
And Dojira was here too.
For half
Except
a
that
day.
for whatever reason, he left. He helped make the burgers.
And then I left.
And then he left. And didn't have any of the burgers.
Kind of
Wait, you weren't cooking. That was your brother.
I cooked a little bit and I helped prepare the burger with the bacon and the cheddar bits.
Bitch, it was a slab of... Yeah.
It was basically like cheddar squares, essentially.
Yeah.
Cheddar and another type of cheese.
I want to say string?
No.
American?
Maybe.
Maybe Swiss?
Definitely not.
I don't think we had Swiss.
Mm.
I would have loved Swiss, but I don't think we had Swiss.
No. They were both like little squares. One was like yellowish and the other one was like yellow whitish.
American.
I want to say American.
Yeah.
Probably.
Safe. Yeah. Cooking.
Provolone would have been cool, though.
I mean, I'm sure we had other
Pepper
types
jack.
of cheeses to add to it once the burger was actually cooked.
Mm-hmm.
But still, the point is I helped make all that food.
Did you learn
That's part of the
anything from
cooking. Yeah, I learned that
Prep work is important?
prep work is important and you should definitely wear gloves.
But would you know how long to cook it for?
For me, yeah, until it's well done.
For other people, you narcissistic asshole.
They can cook for themselves. They can tell me how they like it, and I'll best guess when to take it off. Listen, that's the whole point.
Like, I want it rare. Like, oh, why is this even on freaking grilled? Here you go.
But listen, based on
No. It's meat and spices.
based on a Korean variety show. No, based on a Korean variety show that I saw a long time ago called Invincible Youth, the way you do rare is you take it off the plate, you put it on the skillet, you flip it over, and you put it back on the plate, and you give it to the person. There's your rare steak.
Sounds about right.
That's
Yep.
cancer.
Oh, no, that's how you do it. That's what Invincible Youth taught me.
I believe it.
So you're telling me if I make a TV show that proves that you're stupid, you're gonna believe me?
But do they have
No,
like,
because anything you make, I'm not going to believe.
But do they have like thin steaks or something or what?
Yeah, that's thin steaks.
Okay.
It wasn't like
That's
fucking
like-
1.5 inch steaks.
That was completely different math for that.
Obviously, thickness is going to play into it. It's like, I'm not going to like just put it on the grill for 2 seconds, flip it for another 2 seconds, and then give it back to this person if the steak is 1.5 inches thick.
They might need the iron.
If it's like carne asada and they want it raw, maybe. Like that kind of like thinness for a steak, which would it really qualify for a steak?
Nah.
What would you call it then?
Carne asada?
I guess so.
No, we kind of call it, would you kind of leave the fucking property? You don't need the steak. At the same time, there is an actual fucking diet for eating raw meat.
Yeah.
It was like a dude found it when it was like, oh, yeah, I had indigestion, something wrong with my intestines, and he found it online. Like, I suggest eating raw meat. Like, why?
Is it called the Cro-Magnon diet? or
I don't
what?
know what it is. But it was just like, hey, just try this. It was recommended by a guru, but it worked for me. I kind of stopped. Like, he's been doing it for a long time now. It's like, you eat raw meat? Yeah. What about the rabies and shit? I make sure it's chemically cooked, but still, like, that's not... What the fuck?
I can honestly believe that, considering we came from
Cro-Magnum.
from like ancient times where before we had fire, so we just like have the meat and eat it raw.
From Super Saiyan 3s
Yeah, exactly.
with the gigantic eyebrows.
I mean, lack of eyebrows.
I mean, I'm sorry, giant foreheads. There you go.
There you go. But I can believe that we can technically eat food like meat specifically. Like red meat raw.
Yes, I'll believe that.
Probably not recommended.
Yep.
Probably evolved to a point where it's like, you can do that, but if you do it wrong, like if it's not chemically cooked, like there might still be some stuff.
Remember,
definitely can't do that with chicken.
Captain America said that. Well, the food's better. It's like I'm pretty sure compared to the 1950s,
much better. Yeah,
definitely much better. Although I did see there was this the post that I saw where it's this one absolutely stupid ass blonde chick where she's like some sort of like hipster like diet type of person.
It's a hipster diet. They're 100% wrong.
It's a hipster diet, and she's like, "Oh, here's my I forget exactly how she described it, but it's like, oh, here's my awesome like food that I made, and it's fucking raw chicken.
It's deep fried, medium rare chicken.
It's something like that, but it's like the chicken is still raw.
It's pink.
Oh, it's pink.
No.
And like all the comments were like, "Are you a fucking idiot? You can't eat chicken raw." I was like, no, I cooked it this way, and it's like fine, and this and that.
That is the worst.
And everyone's like chiming in, like saying, "You're a fucking idiot."
I think there was like only one comment that was like, "Bon appetit."
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, it's like she's trying to defend herself, like, "Oh no, I did it this way, and it's prepared, and who's to say that I can't do this because of you can eat this, you can eat this other stuff raw, and blah blah blah." It's like, yeah, you can eat certain things raw, sure. You can't do that with chicken ever.
You really can't.
You can't do. There's certain types of meat.
You can, but it's just you're stupid.
You're stupid. It's like there's certain types of meat that it's like you can eat it raw. You're highly likely to get sick from it because of chicken is salmonella. It's like, sure, you can eat a chicken egg raw.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste good, but you can absolutely do that.
Yep.
You can't eat the chicken raw. It's like you can eat pork, but you can't really eat pork raw.
I heard the story from my professor saying that a mother had been going to a grocery store and getting just ground beef and feeding it to her baby raw.
That's...
Okay, what's the conclusion?
The conclusion is, luckily, my professor's friend was in the grocery store, like one of the times she was asking for ground beef, and the friend was like, "Oh, so what are you getting the ground beef for?" And she goes, "Oh, I just feed it to my baby. I've been doing this for some time now." And she basically cussed her out and made her cry.
The employee like cussed out the mother.
No. Like the friend cussed out the mother for being such a fucking retard.
How old was this kid?
I don't fucking know. It was a baby. It was an infant.
Under a fucking year, maybe 6 months and under.
Probably.
But still, it's
probably. But
listen, at no point until you reach teenage years is it ever okay to eat raw beef.
Mm-hmm. Parts of Asia will fight you for that.
Yeah, parts of Asia are wrong though.
I don't know. I mean,
North Korea
or Japan.
I think it was either Thailand or Vietnam where it's like you take a live rattlesnake, you cut it, you put the urine into a shot glass with, I think, vodka and the heart while it's still beating. Take the shot.
That sounds awesome. What do they call
that? That sounds less like a normal thing, and it's like, what can we get people?
That sounds like a Thailand thing, by the way.
It's just like it's supposed to invigorate your body and have splendid kids. Like the heart is still beating in the fucking shot glass. You can see it move. Like, I'm gonna take a shot. Like, the fuck? How did this start?
It's the old wives' tale thing where it's like, oh, eat this aphrodisiac because it'll make you last longer and everything.
Tiger penis.
Or it's like the Mexican thing where they have the fucking worm or the rattlesnake in the bottom of the tequila because it makes the tequila better. It's like, that doesn't do anything.
No, the worm at the bottom is just straight up like poor hygiene or like poor quality control.
Yeah, that's fucking. But it's like I don't know how that's become a thing now. That's become a thing where you can have like certain animals in your fucking tequila. That it's just like old wives' tale where it's like, oh, do this thing and it'll cause this effect. It's like, bitch, no, science disproves that.
Was it in India where it's like they have a cobra distilled in alcohol?
I want a scorpion in my lollipop.
No, that's normal. No, in India there was just straight up 100% cobra where it's like frozen in formaldehyde looking thing, but it's alcohol. Whereas it's ready to strike position. But
sounds so cool.
But it's like you just drink it. It's like, that's the fuck? Is that real? Yeah.
How do they keep the cobra in strike position?
I don't know. That's the weird thing.
Like they stuffed it and put it into a jar.
No, that's. I don't know, but it looked badass. Like
I would need like a big circular jar.
Yeah, I know. That sounds pretty awesome.
No, it's a baby cobra.
Oh, those monsters killing baby cobras.
I bet it wasn't even 18 yet.
You say that as like you're drinking and hoarding it. Those monsters. This is delicious.
You swear like I'm gonna drink any fucking tequila that has some sort of animal inside of it.
Maybe a scorpion.
No. Fuck that.
Maybe an ant.
I mean, if it was...
Fuck that.
I'll try it. Yeah.
I mean,
Fuck that. I know better.
I mean, I kind of want to take tequila out of some chick's belly button, but still.
That's different.
Yeah.
You're pouring perfectly clean liquor into a dirty glass.
Clean is a subjective term.
It's
for
clean.
tequila.
Are you comparing the belly button to a dirty glass?
Yes.
Okay. Probably because of all the lint.
Yes. I mean, sure, you can take a shower, like right before someone pours liquor in there and does a body shot.
Mm-hmm.
How thorough are you that you're going to get all the bits of the belly button? Like, you're going to have to spend a good solid, like, 5-10 minutes
probably
with, like,
unlikely.
a Q-tip trying to get all that shit clean.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, you're still going to miss little bits here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's alcohol. It will clean itself.
Yeah, it'll sanitize the lint. Doesn't mean you're not swallowing the lint well.
It's just, safe lint now.
Yeah. There's no
It's
microbes
clean.
on it. It's like, sure, you can pour some rocks, some alcohol and sanitize this rock and then eat it. It's safe rock. There's no germs. There's nothing that's going to kill you. But you still shouldn't be drinking that.
You could have just said, like, you can cook on top of this rock. I won't eat a rock.
I mean, people do cook on top of rocks. You ever see those people that they just go on a hot day, like in the middle of Nevada, it's like, just pop an egg on the sidewalk and they cook it and they flip it over?
I swear, I saw that like in Shrek with 3 eggs or something.
No, I've seen people actually do this. Or they'll
make scrambled eggs on
they'll make scrambled egg on the sidewalks. They never really eat it, but they prove that you can actually cook it just on the sidewalk.
I think it's more prone in Arizona.
I think so, and then probably in Texas. And then there are other people that actually go and get a frying pan and put it on the street, and then they cook it and they actually eat it.
Mm-hmm.
But I've also seen people, they get like a pan, and they get like raw cookies, and they put it in the dashboard, and they go to work, and they come back, it's like, oh, cookies are done.
Oh,
That's
damn.
true. I see
That's
that.
horrible.
It's like, that is how goddamn hot some of those places are.
To be fair, there is, I forgot where, but there's a dude who's walking around with a smoker, barbecue on hot days. He's like offering people barbecue and pay him. Like, dude, that's fucking phenomenal.
I want to shake the guy's hand.
How good is that barbecue? Try it. Oh, dude, I wish you'd come back next week or tomorrow. Something. This is delicious.
It's like a Texan paletero, man.
But dude, he makes a lot of money. He's like, yeah, it's like a rack of ribs, $5.
That's it?
I don't know how big I don't know what his cost is, but the portions are huge.
For sun-smoked barbecue.
Yeah. Dude walks around through neighborhoods with this fucking smoker. I don't know if he has a bell or some shit, but like, men smell it. Barbecue. Where do I go?
That one just reminds me of the paletero, man, in like Mexican neighborhoods, which I don't.
What the fuck's a pelt? What?
Paletero, man?
I don't know. I don't speak.
Or the
dumbass.
elotero, man? Two different things: elotero, man, and then paletero, man.
Oh, I got something for the elote dude.
Yeah, I love those guys coming
What,
by.
money? Because
No.
everyone loves them.
No. I'm pretty sure it started out with like on the internet there was like a unicorn being made into like into like sheet music for a piano, and people loved it. Then it kind of went a little bit weird, where it's like, okay, Starbucks, we have a unicorn drink. It sucks ass, but we're playing towards the hipsters who probably like this sheet music that looked like a unicorn. Now in Tijuana, there is a pop-up elote unicorn.
What the fuck?
How is that even fucking possible?
Pink mayo and sprinkles. That's it.
The only thing hipsterish, I mean, I don't think necessarily it's hipsterish, but I question why you would even want to eat the elote this way. But the other day, my mom came home with
Fuck you hipsters.
because there's usually like an elotero man by my niece's school.
Yeah.
And usually they come home with like the elotes with like all the cheese and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
But this time she came home with like plastic cups with all the like the little the ends, like I guess essentially scraped off the elote, put in there with like the butter and the cheese and all the seasoning and stuff. But I look at it, I was like, there's just a bunch of oil at the bottom.
The fun of eating this thing is just like getting it all over your face.
The whole fun of eating it is it's all the seasonings on the plate, and then I twist the elote to like get it everywhere.
Yeah, now it's in a fucking cup. You get a spoon for that? You drink that
Yeah,
shit.
I got a spoon for that.
That
I'm
sounds
like,
disgusting. Even
all
though
the
it's
seasoning
same
was gone
stuff.
in the first couple bites because it was all on top.
That sucks.
I don't know, dude. It was just like, it's straight up fucking hipsters doing something with a unicorn again. It's like, oh, dude, I wish this fad was dead. And apparently somebody told me earlier, it's like, oh yeah, in 1935, UCI was either an anteater or a unicorn. There was like, really? Yeah, do your research. It apparently was between either an anteater or a fucking unicorn. It's like, this generation, I'm so glad they're gonna die.
But that was from back in the day, though, the 1930s. So.
If it was now, it's just straight up, oh man, I was totally into unicorns before it was popular. It's like, dude, you shouldn't brag about that.
Yeah.
Ever.
Some people could absolutely say that, like people that are fans of My Little Pony, which I have seen a few episodes here and there.
So you're telling me if UCI was a unicorn, they'd have more admissions? Dude, I got this uniform. I'm straight from a unicorn university. Like that.
I'm sure they would probably get a lot more submissions to try and be the mascot if they had a unicorn outfit.
Yeah, they probably need 2 people for it. That'd be awesome.
Maybe. I mean, I'm sure it'd probably be on 2 feet with like hooves. Because I don't see anteaters walking around on 2 feet on the regular.
I want it to be freaking like 2 people, like doing the whole horse thing. So
that would be difficult.
It would be, but it'd be funny.
Definitely funny.
But if they can both pull it off, how badass would that be?
It'd be awesome, dude.
What if it wasn't like not like the typical costume? It was like the lion costume from like the.
That's what I
New
mean.
Year's.
That's what I mean.
I thought you were like the classic.
Well, I mean, yes, the classic is what I was referring to. But if it can be pulled off in a cool way, like the lion,
like
costume,
the lion dance, where there's 2 people on there.
That would be good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
where you can actually see the humans underneath the lion.
and they can eat money. It's so cool.
Like what happens? You feed them cupcakes.
Yeah,
You throw cupcakes at the unicorn.
you
I'd be
feed them
happy.
Starbucks drinks.
Clearly
Take
not.
your shit.
You feed them apples. That's what Applejack does. Listen, I have like a 5-year-old niece. She watches My Little Pony all the goddamn time.
Accidentally, he sits there when she's gone.
It's not that I sit there. It's that she's obviously, I gotta take care of her. And what's gonna placate her? My Little Pony.
SpongeBob.
No.
Timmy Turner.
She's...
Not anymore.
Or Chloe now. I don't fucking know.
Peppa Pig.
She's recently...
Fuck that.
I don't think she ever really got into Peppa Pig. Ever. I don't think either of my nieces ever got into Peppa Pig.
Get her into Young Justice.
See, I was gonna go into that.
Or Teen Titans.
No. My
Original Teen Titans.
My youngest niece right now, all about superheroes right now. She's all and the female villains as well. Pretty much, she's all about like female heroes and villains. She's like all about Supergirl and Batgirl.
Don't show her Harley Quinn.
Oh, she's all about Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy for some reason.
Okay, yeah.
There's a show that has like all the.
I'm okay with an all natural girl.
Sure, but there's like a kid show where it's like all the girls going to what I assume.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
They all go to school, right?
They all go to school.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's all about that.
And Harley
she has
Quinn's like a superhero for some reason.
Yeah, for somehow, and Poison Ivy somehow in there.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
It's basically all the DC bombshells, but they're good guys.
Yeah, which makes no sense because why would you have them all as like teenagers? Because they have
schoolers.
From my understanding, they have Wonder Woman as a teenager, but they don't have Wonder Girl.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like, why would you?
They're getting the more famous ones who
Listen,
are not just copies of others.
Oh, you mean like Bumblebee?
Oh, for sure.
She's in there, right?
Yeah, she's in there, but she's not exactly like the face of DC.
She's getting... Well, no, she's getting closer, I guess.
Who can play a
Because
good
of Young
Bumblebee?
Justice.
Not even. She wasn't really that big a deal in Young Justice. And even then, that was 2 seasons.
I like the
her,
Marvel's Mightiest Heroes Wasp.
Earth's Mightiest Heroes, yeah.
There you go.
Janet?
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
I
She was
love
awesome.
that Wasp.
She's so cute.
She's better than Bumblebee.
I loved
offense.
her personality. Definitely better than Bumblebee. Although they have more or less same powers. I like Wasp's personality that much more.
She's
better.
very quirky.
Yeah. But back to the whole thing.
Oh shit, it's raining.
Oh, nice.
All
But
right,
is it
sweet.
thunderstorming yet?
It was moved to 7 to 8. There's a chance right now since it's almost 2.
Oh, hopefully. Well, I'm probably going to be awake anyway, because after all this is done and you guys leave, I'm going to go back to boosting Gears 3.
Alright.
So I'm so close to my seriously people now. But somehow she's gotten into like superheroes and all that stuff. I could... Oh, Jesus.
Damn.
I don't know if that's going to come up in the audio, though.
I can edit that out.
You're going to edit that whole thing out?
Majority of it. We just need to speak louder.
Okay, or we could just, I guess, cut it short, because we've probably gone for quite a while now already.
We've been going for about an hour. You guys want to call it quits because of the rain?
Well, let me finish my thing about my niece. Oh, there's no more thunderstorm. That sucks.
Yeah.
But,
Fuck you, weatherman.
I can understand my niece getting into Supergirl, because my brother watches the Supergirl show. on the CW, and it's like a family gathering that they do every week, where it's like they all sit in the living room and they all watch it. So I can understand her being a fan of that, but suddenly she's a big fan of a whole bunch of like all the other superheroes, which is entertaining. I'm trying, but the interesting part is that I never showed her any of this. I obviously have a bunch of the toys in my room, but I never actually watched or like sat down with my niece and showed her like, hey, this is something we're gonna watch together. She got really into Power Rangers somehow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I didn't show her any of the episodes. I didn't give her any of the toys to play with. I didn't do anything. I was just one day, my sister-in-law came and was like, were you watching Power Rangers with my niece and everything? I was like, no. We were usually watching like My Little Pony or whatever the hell's on like
Netflix.
On Netflix or whatever the hell she decides to watch, like the Pajama Kids or Miraculous Ladybug. And she's like,
she watched Miraculous Ladybug?
Yeah, she loves that shit. But she was telling me, I was like, oh yeah, we were just like, I was like, not babysitting, because obviously it's her daughter. But like, yeah, they were like, one morning where she didn't like have to work. She's like, I want to watch Power Rangers. Like, I have no idea what that is. Like, I want to watch Power Rangers. And then she goes on her little iPad and starts watching tons of Power Rangers and all this stuff, and says she wants to buy all the toys and all sorts of other shenanigans. Like, I don't know how that happened. That is the second time that my niece has just fallen in love with something that I love dearly, and I didn't introduce it to them.
Which is
welcome
really
to my realm, my child.
Welcome to my... Because
you have seen the light.
My first niece, obviously I listen to a lot of K-pop. You guys know that. I did not show my first niece K-pop. I did not like purposely make her watch it or listen to it. Granted, I'm probably blasting it in my room so she can hear it.
Yes, you are.
But she's not really paying attention to it because she's got her own music. But then randomly she's like, let me see your phone. I want to watch K-pop videos on your phone because I have a bunch of the music videos on my phone. She's all into Girls' Generation, all into Wonder Girls and like 21 and all that shit. I'm like, how did this happen? Because I clearly did not influence this massive interest. And same thing with my second niece. I didn't show you Power Rangers. I didn't like give you the toys or anything. And somehow you're a big ass fan. I don't know how that happens, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I would too, man. It's
a
miracle.
Now, if only I could turn one of them over to anime. Then that would be interesting.
Mm-hmm. It'd be kind of weird if, like, they slowly start working into cosplay when they're older. So it's like, Uncle Rubberducky, can you help us sew this costume together? We're trying to go to Comic-Con in a better skimpy outfit.
I don't think my brother would be having any of that. But
they don't want you to make like bitchin' costumes.
I don't think my brother would be having any of them walk around in skimpy outfits.
To be fair, I don't care if you're like a close friend or not. I'm probably hitting on them when they're like older.
That would make you probably like 40.
So?
And again, my brother's not going to be having none of that.
Okay, yeah.
You're going to get knocked the fuck out if you actually do it seriously.
Listen, I hit on Taco's sister every chance I got.
Older than him.
Yeah, but how much older?
Like 10 years older.
Twice my age?
So he'd be like 40 something, he'd be like 50 something.
Yeah.
I can outrun.
You forget.
I can outwaddle.
Smokey here is a fat Buddah. My brother is a U.S. Marine.
Is he still one?
He's not still one, but he still has to keep in shape.
There is no such thing as a former Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine.
Well, he's not on...
Once he hits 50, that barbecue's gonna get to him.
I don't know. I mean, he can make pretty delicious barbecue.
That's why.
I would
eventually not be in shape one day.
I would be kind of sad to piss off a dude who could smoke a delicious barbecue.
Here's the thing. You can have a belly, because my brother already has a belly, because he doesn't need to work out his abs that much. But he can still give Smokey here a mean right hook.
Probably.
More than likely. There's no really losing, like, there's no getting your arm really all that fat, unless you're specifically trying to get fat.
In those arms.
Yeah.
Like, understandable, you're going to gain a bit of a belly, maybe a little bit of thickness in, like, the overall body.
Uh-huh.
But he's not really going to lose... He's not suddenly going to be weak as hell at, like, 50.
You mean like...
I'm not saying he'll
like
become frail. I'm just saying Smokey can probably have a better chance of running away at that point.
Running? I'd rather just take the right hook.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, like, you're saying, like, your brother's going to be like the fireman thing, where it's like, he's overweight, but damn, that guy can carry 4 dudes on his back if he has to.
He can do that now.
That's what I mean.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
We'll get back to this one day.
But I'm saying is, I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit on
40 years from now.
I'm not 100% on that. Just like I hit on Taco's sister, purposely, in front of her boyfriend, just to piss him off.
Which is a very bad habit of yours.
Well, to be fair, that one was on purpose. Other times it's minute.
It's still a bad habit.
It's still a very bad habit.
If they're hot, why wouldn't I say something?
And on that note,
because they're not single.
Guy can't compliment a girl.
You can't. You can absolutely compliment a girl, but you aggressively compliment a girl. And that is frowned upon by usually the significant other.
That's
typically.
That's what makes it fun for me. I
Sure.
want the reaction.
It's like, sure, if you hit on Taco's girlfriend, Taco's probably not going to care too much.
As he puts it, if you hit on my girlfriend, good luck to you. She'll kick your ass. Like, oh, so I'll be into this. All right, I got your permission.
You're a freaky motherfucker.
What about your sister? It'd be funny. I'll sit back and watch. It's like, you don't care? Nah, she has her own life.
You still aggressively hit on inappropriate people.
Everything
that moves.
Pretty much.
That has a pulse.
And you say I'm thirsty.
Moves. That's who I am.
And on that note, I think it's time to end this podcast.
Yeah.
All right. This is Smokey signing off.
And I'm Dojira.
And I'm Rubberducky.
Laters.